So question 1 says, Chen has these digit cards. There are 4 digits, but he's only making a 3-digit number. And 4 must be in the 10th place. So then we put 4 here. And so the 4 is gone. And he's making the lowest 3-digit number. So you pick the smallest number that goes here. And the next smallest is 247. Pick the number. And we have to learn how to read the number. 80,000. Will come after 1,000. 306. If you write it out, you'll be able to find it. This one. Marina draws a triangle ABC on a grid as shown. She reflects it in the y-axis, so that means that it's going to be in here. Draw the reflected triangle on the grid. So the best thing to do is to put the points. So you can see for C, there's 2 squares, so we've got to have 2 squares and point C goes there. And then let's count for B, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so B is here. And then for A, it's on the same line as B, but it's just 3 squares up, so that's here, and then you just join it up. Next question says write the next 2 numbers in this sequence. So you can see that we are adding 100 each time. So the next 100 would be a 2,000, so it would be 2,080, and then 2,180. Circle the 2 decimals that round to the same whole number. When we round it to the whole number, it rounds to the same one. So this rounds down to 13. This will round up to 15. This will round up to 16 because we're looking at our tenths. This will round down to 16 and this will round up to 18. So it's these two. Write the missing number to make the calculation correct. This is a missing part, so it's all about place value. We've got 1,000,000, so we've got 1,000,000 already. Let's cross it off. We've got 450, so 300,000 is missing. If you have a look, we can see here, if you write the number underneath, it's 300 and then 1,000. So 300,000. The next question, question 7, here is a part of a number square. The other part of the square has been torn off. Write the number, what number was in the bottom left corner. So we just fill it in like this first. We know we've got a row here, just so we can see what's missing. So again, it's counting up in half. So this would be 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 10, 10.5. It would be 10.5. Match each shape to the correct name. Okay, so if all the sides are the same, it's regular. If it's not the same, it's irregular. Okay, so here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the sides are the same. That's a regular hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5-sided shape. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd say this is the regular pentagon, but this is the irregular one, and this is the irregular hexagon. So it's got 6 sides that aren't the same. Jack says, I multiplied a whole number by 3 and my answer was 32. Why is Jack not correct? And all you need to write is 32 is not in the 3 times table. And you can't divide 32 divided by 3. You can have 33 divided by 3 and get 11. Write the missing square number to make this addition correct, okay? 8 squared is 64. Add something will make 73. What's missing? So what's missing from 73 to 64? It's 9. 3 times 3 makes 9, so it's 3 squared. At the start of April, a shop had 15,000 games. the shop sold that many games in April and that many games in May. How many games did the shop have left at the end of May? So we need to add these two up and we need to subtract it from that amount. So what you need to do is 7,918, add 4,624 first. 12, 2 add 1 is 3, add 1 is 4, 9 add 6 is 15, 7 add 4 is 11, add 4 is 12, add 1 is 12, sorry. And then we need to subtract that from 15,000. If you want, you can do column subtraction, but this means we need to do a lot of exchanges. It'd be 8, 5, 4, 2. So we've got 2,458 games left. With this question, it says this is the drawing of a cuboid. Take the next step the cuboid could make the cuboid. Okay, it's not this one, because this is the top or bottom here. This one and this one. When you join them up, we find that this can join up to the top. This can come up to the side and make the 4 sides, and then this could be the top and the bottom. And the same for this one. Right, this question is actually really easy if you realize that you've got 754 multiplied by 6 and then multiplying it by 9. It's the same as 754. We just add these two. We're multiplying it by 9 altogether. So 9 is here. The same calculation, they've just split it up. It's like saying 10 times 5 is the same as 10 times 2, add 10 times 3. We're still multiplying by 5, 10 times 5. There are 5-digit cards. Use 2 cards to make equivalent fraction to 25%. You should know that 25% is equivalent to a quarter. Just like a half is 50%. These are facts that you should know. Then it says use 2 cards to make a fraction equivalent to 0.4. So normally it's 4/10, but if you simplify it, which you should know to do, that turns out to be 2/5. Nina went to a concert one evening. It took her 1 hour and 20 minutes to get from home. So she arrives at 7:10. 7:10. At what time did she leave? So we need to go backwards. So let's take away 10 minutes first and get to 7 o'clock. Then we can take away 1 hour and get to 6 o'clock. And now we need to take away our last 10 minutes and get to 5:50. So she left at 5:50 p.m. The concert started at 7:20 and it finished at 9:05. How long did it last? Again, we're just catching up on time. We're trying to get from 7:20 to 9:05. It's really helpful to use like a timeline. So we know that another 40 minutes is going to give us an hour to 8 o'clock. Then we've got 1 hour that takes us to 9. And then we've got 5 minutes. So we've got 45 minutes and 1 hour. 1 hour and 45 minutes. A box of 24 chocolate eggs has a mass of 870 grams. The empty box has a mass of 30 grams. What is the mass of one chocolate egg? This is really simple. So if we take 870 and we take away 30, we end up with 840. This is just now the chocolate eggs. Okay, so 24 chocolate eggs will equal 840. So now we need to do 24. 840 divided by 24. How many 24s are there in 840? So now that 24 times 2 is 48, and 24 times 3 is 72. So I'm going to put that down here, and I'm going to put 3 up there. Let's get rid of and let's take them random. So we end up with 120 left. How many 24s are there now in 120? So I do 24 times 4, which gives me 96, not quite there. Let's try 24 times 5. 7 times 10, it's 120, yep. So that's 35 grams each. A lot of trial and error. So this question is asking, the rectangle is divided into 3 parts. Part A is a half and part B is a third. What fraction of the area of the rectangle is shaded? So we want to find out this bit, and they tell us already, so we just need to add these two fractions. We can't do that because we need to make sure that they're the same. So we do this instead. We've got 3, 6, add 2, 6, which gives us 5, 6. And that means that that part is the 1/6 part shaded. This table shows the total rainfall and sunshine each year, okay, from 2010 to 2015. The first part's really easy. It says it's 700 millimeters. So how much? So we just need to make that on here. Make sure it's halfway in between the 6 and 800. So like here. Use the table to calculate the mean hours of sunshine for Heathrow Airport from 2013 to 2015. The mean works like this. Mean hours of sunshine. So that's this information in this chart here. So we need this number, we need that number, and we need that number. So we take these 3 numbers, this one as well, and this one. We add them all up and we divide it by how many numbers we have. So it's 1, 2, and 3. So we add 1,452, 1,669, and 1,508. Add it all up and then divide our answer by 3. So you've got 9 with 2, which is 11, 11 at 8, which is 19. And you've got 5 and 6, which is 11, and 1, which is 12. And we've got 4 and 6, which is 10. Add the 5, 15, 16. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we take 4,629 and we divide that by 3. We've got 5. We've got 4 times 3 makes 12, and 3 times 3 makes 9. And that's the answer. That's the mean hours. Question says, these are the prices of some vegetables in the shop. We've got mushrooms, £3.20 for 1 kilogram, and carrots, 60p for 1 kilogram. Layla buys 500 grams of mushrooms and 1¼ kilograms of carrots. Okay, she pays the £5 now. So first of all, we take our mushrooms and we need to half that price because we're not paying for a kilogram, we're paying for half. 500 grams is half. So we half £3.20 and we get £1.50 add 10p, £1.60. And for the carrots, she's bought 1 kilogram worth, which is 60p. Add together, and 1/4 of 60. To find a quarter of 60, we've got to do 60 divided by 4, which gives us 15p. 15, 30, 45, 60. So it's 15p. Add all of this up, and we just need to take it away from our £5 note. So we've got £1.60, add 60p, which gives us £2.20. I know this because 6 and 6 is 12. And then we add 15, so that's £2.35. That means that we have £2.65 left. Remember, if we add these up together, it should give me 5 altogether. So 6 and 3 is 9, add 1 is 10. 1, 2, and 3, 4, £5. That's my answer. I get £2.65 change. The length of this rectangle is 6 centimeters. The width is W centimeters. We don't know the width. Circle all the methods below that can be used to work out the perimeter. The perimeter is basically we need 2 of the width and we need 2 of the 6s. So can't be W times 6. Okay. Can be this one because we can do 6, add width, add width. And we can have 2 widths and 2 6s. Right, there are 25 classes in school and each class has 34 pupils, okay? So 62% of all the pupils play a sport. What number of the pupils do not? The first thing we need to do is find out how many pupils are all together. If each class has 34 and we have 25 classes altogether, that's what we need to do first. So we've got 4 times 5, which is 20. 3 times 5 is just 15. Add the 2, which is 17. Put in your place value holder. 4 times 2 is 8, and 3 times 2 is 6. It's 15. 7 and 8 is 15. 1, 6, 7, and 850 children. Okay. Now we need to find 62% of 850. Then we can find out which children don't play the sport. So we can do 850 divided by 10, which gives 85. 85 times 6 gives us 60%. 6 times 8 is 48. 49 and 50, 51. So that's 510. Now to find 2%, we do 850 divided by 100 and get 8.5 times 2, which gives 8 times 2 is 16, and that's 17. So 527 children play sports. So we do 850, take away 527 to see which children don't. And we get 323 children don't play sports. So we can see here, pentagon will go hexagon next and then octagon. This means we know octagon has 8 sides. If it's multiplied by 1, 2, that will be 3, and then this will be 4. So the octagon is multiplied by 5, and then we're dividing it by 2. 8 times 5 is 40, divided by 2 is 20. Okay, so for this question, we want 320. We'll make it out of 100 to make it easier for us. That's 15 out of 100, so we know it's 0.15. 5/8, okay, you should know that 1/8 equals 0.125, and then we just need to times it by 5. These are facts that you just need to know. So 5 times 5 is 25, 2 times 5 is 10, 1 times 5 is 5, add 1 is 6, so it's 0.625.